Chapter 1. Consciousness came back gradually, pouring like a thin stream into my mind, numb from its long slumber. Thoughts began to lazily churn in my head, and I slowly realized my rest was over. First, my heart started beating. Slowly, and with long pauses, it pushed my thickened blood through my vessels. Then my lungs took in air, and my skin came to feel a chill. I opened my eyes and saw not a damn thing. Total darkness. That's what I get for lying down for a 50-year nap. Why was nobody here to greet me? Where were my servants and subjects? And what about all the relatives feigning joy at seeing me? I had left detailed step-by-step instructions describing what to do and in what order to make my awakening as smooth and comfortable as possible. There should have been dim light, incense burning, and a string quartet playing right now, not this complete darkness. I guessed 50 years without my supervision had reflected badly on the discipline and responsiveness of the leaders of my clan. I'd have to see to that right away. I thought of my late grandfather, who was a kind of jaded optimist, and in this situation would have said something like, "At least they remembered to wake you." As I lay in the darkness, becoming accustomed again to my body and checking how well I could control my muscles, I was surprised to notice that all I could hear around me was silence, and something like the sound of water, as though there was a stream nearby. But where would that have come from? Did this mean nobody had woken me? But then why did I awake? I would have to get to the bottom of this on my own. I pushed on the lid of the sarcophagus. Despite my precautions, my body had lost mobility and strength. I had to strain to use the modicum of magic powers I had left. Strangest of all, I found them unacceptably depleted. It was to restore them that I had laid down in the first place. That's routine practice for a necromancer. After a 50-year recharge, I should be brimming. But at least I didn't feel the abomination either, which meant my calculations had been correct, and my organism had digested and dissolved the enormous amount of foreign energy I had absorbed. That was great news, and I was sure the Council of Princes would be delighted to hear it. In fact, on second thought, maybe I shouldn't just give them this precious knowledge for nothing. In any case, I, Max Richter, the head of the most powerful clan on the planet, had awoken from my long slumber and was ready to once again assume the responsibilities of chairing the Council of Princes. I grinned, thinking about how many of my former opponents would be unhappy at my return, especially the acting chair, whoever that was. Their Excellency would have to relinquish their cushy seat, already warmed by their behind, at once to me. The lid of the sarcophagus only moved a little on my first try, so I pushed it again. With a deafening crash, it fell on the marble floor of the crypt,